Okay, and it repeats, right? Because I couldn't get it to upload straight from this silly, stupid computer that I have. Um, and I realize when people say that they're the ones that are stupid, not the machine. Um, but that's the basic overview, what I was trying to convey in my, with a little more detail in part one of my series. Now, is there anybody out there that thinks that that's controversial? I realize that it's a very, um, I don't want to say dumbed down, but it is dumbed down, a very simplistic way of showing the differentiation in humans, or the variety of hereditary traits and different gene pockets or whatever. And no, I don't agree with the modern version of race, the modern idea of race, nor any of the categories that are currently out there. Nor do I believe that there is no such thing as race and every people are exactly identical to each other. Right? Um, I think, especially now, what we consider to be someone is of this race, but this person isn't of that race, I think is ludicrous. And I wish everyone could walk a week in my shoes, and they would fully realize that. You know, one thing I get all the time, and it's, I'll say, oh yeah, I have Hispanic or Arab blood in me. Like, and usually I just pick one or the other because it just confuses the white people who I currently live around. They go, oh yeah, I can see, and in my head I'm thinking at least 90% of the time, no, you can. You just thought I was 100% like white. Well, I shouldn't say white. 100% European of some kind, right? And there are South Americans who can pick me out of a crowd at like a distance of 100, 200 yards because of the characteristics of my face. And then there have been people on YouTube who I've talked to who've watched my videos and think I look nothing but Arab, nothing but Northern Arab. And they're shocked that I have Irish blood in me, which I think is kind of, I mean, it's shocking to hear an American that, but also there is a great variety of Arabs, and they don't all have. Again, we're not from Pakistan or India or Bangladesh. Um, you know, anything a Greek could look like, a Syrian could look like, basically. Yes, there's a lot of olive skin, but there's also other things in there too. Um, but you get gene studies done. Did you know that you have Native American blood in you and African blood in you? Yeah. No, like a lot. Like, I mean, oh my God, like a lot. Yeah, I've seen my father before. So then why do you look like that? Why are you white? That one drives me up a wall. Or people, and it's usually only the whites, and it usually adults don't do this anymore, but it's usually younger people in their 20s or even in high school who will run and tell people, okay, before you meet this guy, you just need to know that he's don't say anything racist against Arabs or Latinos because he's actually one of them, as if I'm a spy. So yeah, maybe I do have more of a sensitivity towards race, or because I've been pulled in three different directions, or which I think everybody has their own struggles with their own identity, and identity is multifaceted, so I'm not going to try to cry some type of special case for my own self. But I see these people who are like near 100% black African, or near 100% white Anglo-Saxon Protestant, and they're arguing about racism, and it's like, you lucky fools, you know. There's nobody coming up to any of these black people saying, well, you're not really a black African from America who has a common ancestry of slavery, being a slave and owning slaves at some point. Nobody says that to them. To the Anglo-Saxon, nobody says, oh no, you guys really aren't from England and Europe. But I've gotten and from multiple people, not just at least one person, but from multiple people throughout my life, somebody challenging one aspect of my heritage, which I'm extremely proud of all three. And even especially the Irish part, you're not really Irish. I've known Arabs and Latinos that can look like you. You're just trying to pass as a white. Um, and the worst time, and the last time I was confronted about this, was by these, we call them row houses, but they're basically trailers, just one after the other after the other. And it's straight up racist. The guy who had the Afrikaan flag of, that's three sevens that look like the swastika. Um, because I was dating Shireen at the time, and yeah, got sucker punched, and you know, it's not a fun thing, and it doesn't make you tough to talk about how you were brutally beaten by psychopathic racists, white supremacists, because they thought that your existence was a lie, that